Nope. I don't really feel like I have to sing this game's praises. Well, since I already have several times in past videos. Regardless, I always find myself helplessly lured back to Borderlands 2. You all know the story by now, but here's a brief summary anyways. You play as a vault hunter, searching for a legendary vault, and you're constantly pursued by the game's antagonist, Handsome Jack, who wants nothing more than to mount your head on a pike. Sure, it's a weak story, but it's a hell of a lot more than the first game offered. Where Borderlands 2 really shines is the fast and frenetic combat, infinite number of guns, gear, loot, and of course the hilarious humor. It can get a bit repetitive in honesty, but there's enough DLC to keep you playing for a ridiculous amount of time. A big thanks to #Nosy for requesting this awesome game. You rock.
Trying to think of a name for that diamond pony I bought. I was gonna call it Piss for Brains in honor of you, but that just feels immature. Hey, maybe Butt Stallion? Nah, that's even worse. I tell you what, I'll give it some more thought. I should probably clarify. The diamond horse I've been telling you about, he's not a sculpture.
I'm going to count every minute.
Horse that actually happens to be made of. Eventually, I'll go get it. Butt Stallion. Here you go, Butt Stallion. Say hello. Butt Stallion says hello.
We are shipwrecked on an island inside the Dragon's Triangle.
Ross,
Lara,
you're alive.
easy, easy. Are you okay? What happened?
I remember the beach, and then it went black, and I woke up in a cave. There was this crazy man, Ross, and a dead body.
Oh, God. Where are you now, Lara? Are you safe?
It was so horrible. It's all my fault. This is all my fault.
Let's take a look back at my personal favorite game of 2013, Tomb Raider. In my personal opinion, this reboot not only breathed life into a horribly stale franchise, but has also done something no other game in the series has. Captured my interest. In all honesty, this is the first Tomb Raider game that I enjoyed playing. I couldn't get into the classic entries at all. The control mechanics were enough to deter me from playing alone. But enough about that. We're looking into Lara Croft's origin, as she goes from newbie explorer to badass killer of all things that move, breathe, or bleed. Oh, and she raids tombs as well. In all seriousness, the combat mechanics and action set pieces of the game are executed brilliantly and holds my attention from beginning to end. There's also some light puzzle solving found throughout, but honestly, I must say they were quite easy and didn't do much in the way of offering a solid challenge. After a minute or two, you'll easily figure them out. Now, let's talk about the multiplayer. As much as I want to forget that it exists, yes, for some strange reason, there was a multiplayer mode tacked on to this incredible single-player experience. Nothing about the multiplayer stands out as even noteworthy. It's dry, repetitive, and forgettable, unlike the single-player story. I'm sure many agree with that sentiment, since it took me an hour just to find enough players online to play one match. So all in all, skip the multiplayer and enjoy the story of the single-player experience. You won't be disappointed. I finally gave in to my inner masochist and gave Dark Souls 2 a shot. And it hurts so damn good. I've heard repeatedly about how punishingly brutal the difficulty of the series is and how it deters newcomers, but I thought, how bad could it be? So I charged in like king shit of Turd Island and very quickly learned a good lesson in humility. If you go into Dark Souls 2 with a cocky mindset, then it will be more than happy to show you your place in line. It takes sheer determination, skill, and masterful timing to slowly creep your way through the many areas of this game. I would try to explain the story, but doing so would be an exercise in humiliation, since I honestly don't have a clue. I'm sure I'm just asking to be lynched by the diehard legion of fans by saying such a thing, but I suppose that's a result of only having briefly played the first game for a few minutes, and getting killed repeatedly. But now that I understand the game mechanics far more, I feel it's time to revisit my old nemesis and learn about the lore surrounding this fascinating series. I especially love the idea that Dark Souls 2 is by no means artificially difficult. The challenge is specifically tailored around pure skill. You will be forced to master all the fundamental mechanics in order to survive Dark Souls 2, such as blocking, dodging, counterattacking, and simply knowing when to run and get the hell out of dodge. If you crave a challenge that will strain your motor skills and your sanity, then look no further than this sadistic title.